I'm going to text Charlie Sheen again in a couple of minutes because he may not have been awake yet, but he's on some other morning show today. And we have other friends who are helping. Like, Dan Patrick's producer texted him yesterday and said, hey, you should go on out.
Which morning show today?
Yeah, I think so.
He's not doing our show.
I don't know. I'll just keep hitting him. He did call me back yesterday, so it's not a lost cause. So I texted Charlie Sheen yesterday because I got the number, and he called me back. It was late in the show. It was like 5 of 10, and I tried to get him to come on. He's like, I can't, I'm running. But yeah, I want to talk to Howard, So I texted him again this morning, and I haven't heard back from him, so I'm... Oh, he hit me back. Holy shit. Holy shit, I didn't even realize. He texted me back, and he's going to... So I'm sending him a note back. He's going to call us at 9 o'clock our time. I was just about to send him another text.
So he's calling in today at 9 o'clock?
That's the rumor.
That's awesome.
Hi, Charlie. It's Gary from Howard Stern's office. Howard would love to have you on the show as a guest. Can you give me a call at... Then I followed that up with, Howard was sued by CBS also. He is a warrior just like you. He says you are the same. You're both winners. Call us. And then that's when he called me. Then I said, good morning, Howard would love to speak with you this morning to support the CBS lawsuit. And he said, can I call at 6 a.m. my time, too late? And I said, yes, that would be great. We'll wait and see.
I mean, is there any way this can't be great radio?
No, it'll be great. It'll be great. 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Now, today.
Oh, wow.
And I said sooner would be better. But he said, can I call you at 9? Is that too late? I said, sooner would be better. Here's the number again.
Thank you. Maybe I should do news then. And,
well, you know, you never know. If you can hit this plug over here, that would be help. I'll save the Charlie Sheen plug for another day. Or after he's done. After he wants to come in and host the contest.
what do you think we should talk to him about? Like he's been everywhere talking about everything. And I kind of, yeah.
I know you want to do like a different interview, but I don't think, he's so irrational. Listen, you could just have a whole conversation about, about the process with the girls and how you decide. I know, it's so, you don't know where to go because you don't know where he's going to go.
Life with his kids.
I want to know where Emilio and his father are.
Right. Do Emilio and your dad call you? That's a biggie. Like I said, who's the one? Like who's running the gig?
He said Sean Penn was over at his house the other day.
Oh, Chris.
That no one from the show has called him. That means his cast.
Yeah.
The other thing is, here's a question, Charlie. If you lost $500,000 a day, how long would it take you to run out of money? Like I want to,
I guess if he invests his money.
Yeah. Like who do you invest with? Right.
With hookers. 1 minute.
It could also be fun just to get his, if he stays on, you go with it for a while, get his opinions on, different Egypt and all that kind of stuff.
I want to know if I don't think why is he paying for all this pussy? Why did he doesn't have to pay?
Right.
Oh, is Bree constantly with him too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. She's at every interview.
Put Bree on.
Yeah.
Just put Bree on because it's funny. Nobody's spoken. And then
Should we give him the fuck Bree while he's on the
yeah,
phone?
that'd be great. And tell him that tell him you hate Stamos too.
Ask him why he's giving up on hiding the gold teeth. He's showing those gold teeth off now.
You know that whole thing? He's upset. Did you see the guy on The View yesterday? His conspiracy theory buddy?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones?
I didn't see him on The View.
Oh, my God. He went out to defend Charlie, and he came off as as big a lunatic at one point because he's a conspiracy theorist. So he turns around and he starts yelling at Elizabeth Hasselbeck about George Bush, and she goes, you don't want to go there. It just was a whole melee.
You're going to ask him his opinion on the pageant and what he thinks of the different girls in it?
Hey,
You want to look out because I just hit him back and I said, he said, can I call at 9? I said, 9's okay, but if you want to call now, that'd be perfect. So he could be calling anytime between right now and 9.
Should we talk to you, or do you want to just put him up?
Put it right on.
I was mad at you last week.
Yeah.
After watching.
Hey, Robin. If we have someone calling in at 9 o'clock, do you think we can do some news now, or are you not ready?
I can.
Howard, he's on.
Oh, he's on? He's on. Never mind. Doesn't matter. You got him.
I believe I have Charlie Sheen on the phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this like Sal and Richard in the other room?
No. Gary, where are we at with this? Oh, there's Charlie. Okay. Charlie Sheen has been in the news. Much like myself, he is at war with CBS.
Yes.
I'll give him my philosophy.
That you have in common.
Charlie.
Yeah, hey, Howard, how are you, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I just don't have much of a voice. I've been screaming at the world and kind of went away, you know.
Why are you screaming at the world? Why are you wasting time screaming at the world? I have my theories on it, but why even scream at the world and waste your voice?
Well, I actually got pretty calm last night on Piers' show. I thought it was pretty good. Because I have to right this unconscionable wrong. I have to take a stand for what I know is completely unjustified.
Charlie, in other words,
many people are suffering. Many people are suffering, and I'm the only guy that can affect the change, and that's what I'm doing, Howard. I think you understand that.
Well,
There is one fight that he's taken up that I really do agree with for sure.
Go ahead.
And that's that he's trying to get the crew paid for the entire run of the series.
And from what I read this morning, you've actually been successful. They are going to pay the crew.
I have, and they sadly released a statement this morning that said that my efforts had nothing to do with their decision to pay the crew. Really? Wow, guys.
Hey, Charlie,
yeah.
Your point of view is, listen, I showed up at work, you guys decided to pull the plug, and you're saying you were fully capable of pulling off whatever script they handed you and doing the show, and they're painting you as if you could not have completed the show, right?
Yeah, no, it's silly on its best day. It's silly. And and everybody around me and everybody involved would attest to that, and it's just and the thing that's really frustrating is I parked all my manic behavior and all my weirdness, and I got right to the point, and I asked Chuck Lorre some very specific questions that everybody saw on the Today Show yesterday, and nothing, not a phone call, not a word, not an answer to any of these very basic questions that he's the only one that can answer.
So you're sitting there saying, listen, I'm going to scream to anybody who will listen because maybe you humiliate and embarrass these guys, which is kind of what I did when CBS sued me. I went right on the David Letterman show, and I called out Les Moonves, and I said he was a pussy, and I said that if he wanted to be humiliated, I'm the guy to do it, because what he was doing was essentially ruining my reputation. Is that your philosophy?
Well, I don't have much of a reputation left to ruin.
Do you think you're employable at this point? Like, do you think all these movie offers are going to go out the window?
No, quite the opposite. They're all, they've stepped up in full force, and they're really waiting to, see what kind of schedule I have, which is of course dictated by my television schedule, as you know. So I'm not worried about the movie side.
Do you have enough money now? I mean, because the picture I'm getting of you is that like you're like, we had a girl in here the other day who said you gave her a $30,000 check when all she wanted was $5,000. And
right, but I was paying her for the next 7 visits. I mean, come on, I'm not a complete moron,
Right, but I mean, here's my point. You're Charlie Sheen. Why do you even have to pay these broads? Why not? I mean, you fuck probably the hottest chicks in Hollywood.
Or could, if you wanted
and
to.
could. I mean, you're wealthy. You're a good-looking guy. Why pay these broads?
I don't know. That's a whole other segment. Let's, we can get into that later. But
Charlie, what do you think's going on? I mean, you had Denise Richards. I mean, to me, Denise, I've had her on a couple of times. Perfect wife for you. A, she loves to dress up in clothes, outfits. She loves anal. She loves anal. She probably
we're straying from the subject here.
But Charlie, why restrain? She didn't even restrain. She said she's a freak. She loves giving sex. She loves to dress up. She'd probably even do it with other chicks if you really wanted it.
Right.
And she's super. Like, why?
How does that not work out?
How did that not work out?
I don't know. I guess you throw that piece of paper in there to make, try to make it official, and screws everything up. We're much better friends now than we were married.
Yeah.
She's fabulous. She's fabulous, and she's smoking hot, and
she is.
I just love her to death.
Is it that you can't just be with one woman? I think at this point, marriage is not for you.
No, well, I'm 0 for 3, and I'm certainly not interested in going 0 for 4.
I know you were mad at Stamos because he claims that Denise claimed that you called her the N-word, which sounds crazy to me. Because
what is it with the N-word?
What is it with the N-word? Why call Denise the N-word?
I don't know. I really don't want to get into that stuff because they're looking for anything right now to vilify me. Why don't we do this? Why don't we plan another segment for tomorrow?
Yeah.
You guys can promote it, and we can get into all this stuff.
No, it's crazy. I mean, you're with Bree now. I know Bree real well.
Rachel?
You know her real name?
I mean, Rachel.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. No, but she's done with the business. She is retired.
Well, because of you. I mean, you took her out.
Well, there you go. I did indeed. I mean, wouldn't you? Come on now.
What is the arrangement? In other words, you're going to financially support Rachel, Bree Olson?
Well, as well as the other goddess, Natty. Yeah, we form what we call the wedge.
I saw a super hot chick in one of these videos in your backyard, like a little mini skirt. I mean, she's to die for. Who is that?
That's Natty.
And who is Natty? Is she a porn star?
No. She's an artist. She's a a young gal that I met through a mutual friend, and
Charlie, this is
So now you're gonna
unbelievable.
have
So you've
two
got
women.
So you're with Rachel Briolson and Natty, and that's like your relationship, right? It's the three of you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and these women are fabulous. They're absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
And are they willing to get it on with each other?
Well, you'd have to ask them.
Natty and Bree, where are you now?
I can't roll everybody. I'm in my little office. I got to go down to the gym and work out.
Where are you now, man? I want to roll with you.
I'm in Sherman Oaks, California. Where are you?
I'm here in New York, man. I want to just check out the scene there. Do you think that you could ever allow me to, like, hang out in that screening room and watch porn and shit and, and watch your dad's movie with those Air Force dudes? And, like, I want to do that.
You're amazing.
I want to do it, man.
You are welcome here anytime, but you're going to have to, pull Apocalypse off to stick on some lame porn,
Yeah, but why are you so into Apocalypse anyway?
Yeah, do you just watch Apocalypse all the time?
No, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and watch Apocalypse with you 24 hours a day.
We don't have to watch it 24 hours. Just once will be fine. Because it's a film that I think every lesson about life is that it contains. I think it's a magical odyssey, and it represents all things good.
I have a theory. Are you tight with your dad still, or is that your way of having your dad in your life by watching the movie over and over again?
Wait a minute, you just became my therapist. How much do I owe you?
No, but I mean, Charlie, I'm serious. Like, is your dad is your dad up your ass all the time? So you're like, hey, I don't want to hear it. I mean,
I'd rather watch him in a movie.
I'd rather watch him in the movie and know him that way than really even have him personally,
I don't know, maybe subconsciously, I don't know, probably not, but I'm not really watching him in that film, I'm watching Captain Willard,
Yeah. When's the last time you spoke to your dad?
It's been about a week. He's been overseas with my brother Emilio.
Yeah, where is Emilio? You don't even hear from Emilio anymore, you know?
He's got a great film coming out that he directed and wrote, starring my dad. It's called The Way. It'll be out in September. And
does it bum you out that those two are making movies together and then they don't include you?
No, I'm fine with that. I wasn't available.
You were shooting.
I was doing my day job. Yes, until they shut it down.
And that dude that you work with on 2.5 Men, what's his name? John Hamm or something?
John Cryer.
John Cryer? Does that guy...
John Hamm?
Who is John Hamm?
He's a madman.
Oh, okay. John Cryer. Is he, like, totally pissed off at you, blaming you for all of this?
I don't think so. I think he's starting to see that the worm is turning. And I think hopefully he's proud of my efforts. We found out today that the crew got paid for 4 of the 8 shows. My goal was to get them paid for all 8. And, no, I think John's behind me 100%.
Oh, he is.
What happened here? Have you been at war with the people of 2.5 Men for a while?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it a war, but they've certainly been up in my grill trying to micromanage my personal life. I kept telling them, it's not in my contract, and as long as I'm delivering and hitting every mark and killing every joke, then
right. Your point
why
is
we're even having a dialogue.
Your point is, listen, you don't look into their personal life, and
Never.
They're looking into yours, and you're saying, hey, I've always shown up on the set. I've always done a professional job. The show is a success. It's a #1 show. So what's the problem? So what is the problem?
Wait a minute. So let me ask. Is it a problem if your personal life is all over the newspapers?
Well, I guess in some regard it could be if it's being viewed from a place of judgment. But that's something that I can tolerate as long as I'm dealing with people that tell me the truth. And in this particular incident, in every aspect of this odyssey, they have not. And I cannot get certain questions answered, and it's baffling. It's just
What
baffling.
are the questions that aren't answered?
Yeah, I can find out for you. Believe me, I know all those humps.
No, it was the stuff that I asked Chuck Lorre on the Today Show the other day. Why were there no scripts when I was ready to come back? Why is it when I got prepared, you were unprepared? Why did you say that the crew was, not your problem? Why is it that you subscribe to AA and they tell you to, acceptance is the key, and you can't accept me? I mean, it's just basic stuff,
But why would they? Why is this all blowing up now, do you think? Let's say the relationship has been the same for all these years. You basically, you're let's call you a party animal, whatever. You've always had your personal life. You've been married, all this kind of stuff. They've always managed to do the show. Why did this all of a sudden blow up?
Because Chuck wants out. Because he's burned out. And he's got 3 shows, and he kind of, has forgotten that ours is the one that launched the other 2. And he's a bit of an ingrate that way. I'm still willing to have an open dialogue, but then, he's trying to make me the Paul